Hi everybody, my name's Rosa. I'm a graduate student at the University of Adelaide and I'm here today talking with Associate Professor Michael Beard about his research around the recent coronavirus outbreak. So thanks for joining us, Michael.
Yeah, no problems, Rosa.
I'm curious to know, as the outbreak's been unfolding very rapidly, how has that impacted the research you've been doing in your lab?
Yeah, as you've mentioned, this came upon us really very quickly. So what we've had to do is mobilise some staff and students to start working on SARS-CoV-2, and they were very happy to do that because this is a very significant problem that we're dealing with.
So the other thing I'm interested about, SARS-CoV-2 being an RNA virus, apparently these are quite good at changing their genetics as they move through the population. So what have you been seeing in South Australia in regards to this?
Yeah, so we've been looking at or sequencing the complete genome of SARS-CoV-2. And what we find is that the virus is not changing that rapidly, and that's happening across the globe as well. And that's very important for understanding vaccine responses and also pathogenesis of the virus. So the virus looks like it's relatively stable. It does change slightly, and that allows us to track the virus through community outbreaks and contact tracing. But in general, it's relatively stable.
So obviously research is rarely ever done in isolation. Are you collaborating with other researchers on these projects?
Yeah, so very soon after the outbreak or the pandemic started, we got together with a whole group of Adelaide researchers here at the university. And that's Branka Gruber from the BHI, the Basil Hetzer Institute, and Simon Bowery from the Women's and Children's Hospital. And we've come together with our collective expertise to look at the immunological aspects of this virus. So essentially, how does our immune respond to infection? And that's important for moving forward in working out how this virus causes disease and how we implement vaccines when they do actually become available.
So my last question today is a little bit different. I've heard that coronavirus can infect the gut. So I'm curious to know, how is that impacting its spread into the environment? And are you doing any research around that?
Absolutely. So as you said, the virus does infect the gut, and I think we're still unsure the implications of that for spread of the virus. I expect that it probably is not having a big role to play, if any. But what we can do is we can now detect the virus in feces or in wastewater as the virus is secreted into the feces. And what that allows us to do is actually to monitor or track outbreaks and be one step ahead of the game, so we can monitor where the virus is actually emerging within the community.
Thanks so much for your time, Michael, and thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you.